Hi friends, welcome to our third eye chakra yoga practice. So today's practice, we will be focusing on connecting in with our third eye, which is home to our intuition, right? So those gut feelings that we get sometimes, that sort of knowing that we might feel if we're really connected to our intuition is associated with the third eye chakra. So the third eye chakra is located just in between the brows here. And we're going to be using a combination of focus through balance, through breath, and through some acupressure to bring our third eye into focus and connect to our intuition. Okay, so this will be a fun practice. All you're going to need is one block and a blanket if you would like that for under your knees. Okay, so go ahead and grab your props and we will get started in child's pose with a block under our forehead. So coming into child's pose, taking a more wide knee variation here, if your hips will allow it. You don't have to, but that is the way I recommend, right? But if that doesn't work for you, do what works for you. And we're going to come down into child's pose, and we want to rest our third eye right onto the block here. Okay, so just right on the eyebrow ridge, coming down. Okay, your arms could be extended out long in front of you, or if you would like to bring them by your side, palms facing up, you could do that as well. And this is our moment where we allow ourselves to arrive on the mat. So let's take just a few cleansing breaths, inhaling through the nose, exhaling gentle sigh out of the mouth. Good. So here in child's pose, we're going to use a little bit of acupressure by rolling our eyebrow ridge on the block. Okay, so we're just going to start to rotate our head a little bit to the right, then come back through center, rotate it a little to the left. Just massaging the third eye point and the entire ridge of the eyebrows and the forehead. Just bringing some awareness into this energy center. And plus it feels really good, right? Just doing that a few times. Good. Coming back to center, we're going to take a thread the needle variation. So if your arms are tucked up by your legs, we want to go ahead and extend them out long in front of us. And then we'll lift our forehead and thread our left arm under the right armpit. And then we're going to melt back down to the shoulder, left temple here. We're going to take 4 breaths, just breathing into the upper back space here. Good. On an inhale, unwind yourself. Reach the left arm back towards the top of the mat. And then thread the right arm under and through, or thread the needle on this side. Good. On an inhale, unwind, lift both hands back towards the top of the mat. Let the forehead come to rest on the block for one more breath. Allowing ourselves to connect in with our intuition, bringing that third eye into focus. Good. On an inhale, pull yourself up into tabletop. Keep the block here. We're going to be using it again very soon, but just come into tabletop and take a few cat-cows here. So inhale, belly down, pelvis and chin up. Exhale, reverse. Good. 2 more, nice and slow, just like that. Good. Come back to neutral. We're going to be coming into a supported downward dog. And what I mean by that is we're going to be using our block to rest on, or to allow our forehead to rest on while we're in downward dog. If you've never done this before, it can take a little adjusting, a little getting used to. I really struggled with it, and I still do sometimes. So permission to try different ways to make this work for you, but we want it resting on the hairline, the edge of the block on the hairline, okay? And the best way I have found to do this is to take a wide downward dog. So taking your hands a little wider than normal and bringing them out in front of the block. And then also taking the feet a little wider than normal, okay? So go ahead, press up to your down dog, and then adjust your hands and your feet so that your forehead can find the block. We're going to be here for 30 seconds, okay? And while we're here, I want you to imagine or visualize anything blocking you from your intuition, anything that's keeping you from connecting to, that higher self, that little voice inside of us that sometimes can be hard to hear because of said blockages. Imagine all of that pouring out into this block, releasing from your third eye in your head, making space to connect in. Good. Take another inhale. And as you exhale, slowly lower the knees back down to the mat. Find your tabletop, regular tabletop. Take 3 more cat-cows. Really let the neck get involved here. Maybe even take a little circle with the head as you move. Good, and then go ahead and sit the hips back over the heels. We're just coming into kneeling. I'm going to turn to face you. You can stay however you're faced. Block can be set off to the side. We won't need it for a few moments or a few minutes, okay? So we are going to practice eagle pose today. So that's going to require us balancing on one foot and twisting the arms and twisting the legs in such a way that really requires us to find that focus, right? So bring the arms out open into a T. Inhale here. On the exhale, left arm under right, give yourself a hug. Inhale to open. Exhale, right arm under left, give yourself a hug. Inhale to open. Exhale, left arm under, but this time interlock at the elbows, bend at the elbows, and try to find the eagle arm twist, okay? So it might just be the backs of the hands come together and that's where you're at, or maybe you can find that twist palm to palm. The most important thing here is we're keeping those shoulders, those elbows up and in line with the shoulders. Take a breath. Good. Inhale, open wide. Exhale, right arm comes under, interlock at the elbows, twist the forearms, either back of hands together or palms together, eagle arms. Take a breath. Good, inhale to open the arms wide. And on an exhale, right hand's gonna come down, left arm reaches up and over, side body stretch. Inhale to come back through center. Exhale, left hand down, right arm up and over. Good, inhale, we're just gonna come back to center. Circle out those shoulders for a moment. And we're gonna come back into tabletop from here, bringing in a little core activation and working on our balance before we go for full eagle pose. So coming back onto your hands and knees, okay? Making sure shoulders are stacked over wrist, hips over knees. We're gonna extend the right leg long. Foot is lifted, okay? Hips are square with each other. From here, left arm is gonna go forward for balancing tabletop. We're gonna find a point to gaze at on the mat right in front of us. And we're gonna breathe. Good, slowly lower everything back down. We're gonna switch sides. So left leg's gonna go back. Flexing through that foot, active through the legs, hips are square, right arm goes forward. Hold and breathe. And on an exhale, lower everything back down. Beautiful. From here, we're gonna press back to downward dog. So tuck your toes, press into your mat as you lift your hips up and back. Press your torso back towards your thighs, bend your knees if you need to. Take a couple breaths. And then on an inhale, walk the feet to meet the hands. Find a forward fold. Take a breath. And on an inhale, we're going to slowly roll all the way to standing. Once we are up, we're going to find mountain pose and starting to work on that balance. Coming into single-legged mountain, we're going to lift the right knee 90 degrees out in front of us. Flex through that foot. Inhale here. Exhale, we're going to step back to a high lunge. So we're coming onto the ball of the right foot, bending through the left knee. Okay? Getting nice and secure through the base of the foot here, the base of the body. Inhale those arms up. Exhale, cactus. Inhale up. Exhale, cactus. Inhale up. Exhale, cactus. From here, we're going to bring the left arm under the right and find our eagle arms. Okay? Once you have your eagle arms, inhale, exhale. Good. Release the arms. They can come down by your side. We're going to step back up into our single-legged mountain. So inhale, right knee forward. Exhale, return to mountain. Coming into full eagle on this side. We're going to inhale that right knee back up for single-legged mountain. And then on an exhale, cross your right leg in front of your left, okay? Right toes are coming down to the ground here. Once we're here, we're going to sit back in our chair just a little bit. So hips sit back. And then that left arm is going to come under the right and we find our eagle arms. 3 breaths, finding that focus, connecting into that intuition. Good. Inhale, slowly unwind, release. Come back to mountain, shake it all out. Okay, Let's do it again on the other side. Inhale the left knee forward, single leg mountain. Exhale, step it back to your high lunge. Get nice and steady through the base of the body here. Then reach the arms up. Inhale. Exhale, cactus. Inhale up. Exhale, cactus. Inhale up. Exhale, cactus. Good. From here, right arm winds under the left. We find our eagle arms and we take a breath. Release the arms. They can come down by your side. On an inhale, step back up to that one-legged mountain. Whoop. Fine mountain. Take a moment here before we come back into eagle on this side. Okay, we're going to bend the left knee out in front of us and then cross that left foot in front of the right. Okay, so the left toes can be used as a little kickstand here. Then we're going to sit back in our chair. We're going to cross right arm under left, and we're going to find the eagle arms. 3 breaths. Elbows up. Good. Inhale, unwind, come back to mountain. Take 3 centering breaths. Notice how you feel. Taking 1 sun salutation here. Inhale, sweep the arms out, reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift, spine is long. Exhale to fold. Inhale to your plank or half plank. Hold for 1 breath. And then on an exhale, lower all the way down to the belly. Inhale up for cobra. Exhale, shift back to child's pose. Take 3 breaths here. Good. Inhale, we're coming to seated, so you can take a kneeling option again if you'd like, or find easy seat, whatever is most comfortable for you. We will be ending class with pranayama, and we will be practicing alternate nostril breathing to end class. Alternate nostril breathing is such a beautiful practice for bringing balance back into our energy, helping us clear the mind and find that internal focus. And the fact that we use a mudra that actually rests our hand on our third eye can be helpful for working with the third eye chakra. So we are going to take our right hand and we are going to place our pointer and middle fingers on our third eye. And then your thumb can rest on your right nostril and your pinky and ring finger can rest on your left nostril. Okay? From here, we're going to close the right nostril. You can close your eyes if you want. I'll guide you with my words. So close the right nostril with your thumb and inhale through the left nostril only. Close the left nostril, open the right, exhale through the right. Inhale back through the right. Close the right with your thumb, open the left, exhale. That's 1 cycle. We repeat. Inhale back through the left nostril. Close left nostril with your ring. Exhale right nostril. Inhale back through the right. Close right, exhale left. Good, do 2 more cycles on your own. Inhale left, exhale right. Inhale right, exhale left. One more. Go ahead and do one more round. Good. Finish with an exhale on the left nostril and then release the hands. Maybe close the eyes if they weren't already closed. Take a couple of breaths. Just notice how you feel. Notice any clarity that you created during that focused third eye practice. All right, you can open your eyes if they were closed. Thank you so much for joining me for this third eye practice, and I will see you again soon. Namaste.